Hey, what's going on out there, YouTube?
What up out there, YouTubers?
This is SCL0320.
This is your boy Joe Johnson.
We are back. JVS. We're here to give y'all a brand new game review. We've spent a lot of time on different things of this game, but generally speaking, we've had a pleasant experience with the whole entire thing. In comparison to this monstrosity, which is the Master Chief Collection. But there's a new hero in town, Halo 5.
Halo 5.
And what do we think about it? Like, what are our impressions of Halo 5 in comparison to what Master Chief Collection gave us? Which Master Chief Collection, to be fair, it had a lot of great content that couldn't be, I guess, revamped because latency, lag, and all these different kind of issues as far as the internet connections with the multiplayer experience, as well as updates that weren't working, and it took them months and months and months to even get us to some kind of normalcy. I don't even know if it works anymore. But did Halo 5 have the same exact problem? No. I had one match that I was kicked out of. I've never lost time with my friends. I've always been able to get into a match fairly easy. I don't know if they've got brand new servers dedicated to just this on top of the stuff from before, but I never had any problems with latency or anything. What was your experience, I guess, playing the game?
The multiplayer.
Well, both.
So,
even the storyline.
I mean, the multiplayer, starting out the gates, because we downloaded the game, actually. Pre-order, I had it pre-installed before it actually came out.
That was so cool.
As soon as I started playing the game, man, we probably had like 5 minutes of like, the Xbox like, whoa, what is this? And then after that, it was, smooth as butter.
Yeah, we haven't had any problems ever since then.
No problems.
One thing I will say is that I think it was a great idea for them to be able to pre-order it, download it. I already downloaded it, and then as soon as it's time, we can just go ahead and play it. I thought that was so cool. I might not even buy games anymore because of that. So I think that was dope. But how was the gameplay? Like, how did it feel in our hands when we were using the controllers? Is it the same old problems that we had before? Is it too much added? I think it's a good balance. As far as the gameplay is concerned, I felt like when I had the controller in my hand, I felt like there were so many different ways to play, but it still stays to the fundamentals. Like, you inherently don't go fast. You have to kind of figure out your way, how to navigate towards your team, how to spot somebody out, but they've added a lot of different things. They've added the ability of being able to use your other trigger to be able to zoom in with your weaponry. And depending on who you are, if you're an old school player, you didn't have that before when you played Halo. Like, you just point and shoot and aim with the best of your ability. Now you got this ability to zoom. That doesn't necessarily mean your accuracy is going to be as fast or your shooting time frame is going to be as fast. So it might be, you might have a pistol and you shoot like 3 or 4 times with somebody, they're dead, versus aiming down, you can get a better view and scope of it, but it's shooting a lot slower. And so I feel like there's a lot of different balances that go in between the game. What did you feel about the gameplay though, Joe? How you function with the character?
I didn't know how initially I didn't know how I was gonna feel about that Spartan dash and being able to clamber over things, and not only that but that ground pound.
Yeah.
I didn't know how I was gonna feel about that because I was like, this is not traditional Halo.
Exactly.
But playing it, I actually like it. I really like it because like that ground pound thing, it's not overpowered.
No.
People, you have to have an opportunity to use it.
You have to have skill and opportunity.
Yeah, like there's not a lot of opportunities where you can use it.
Exactly.
So it's like, it's not necessarily useless, but at the same time, it's like, it's kind of like those assassination kills.
Yeah.
You can get one that's like really sweet, and it's just like, oh snap, I just pounded this dude, like,
Yeah. I don't know what happened with that. But yeah, we're still on the PlayStation. Sorry.
I can't even.
He said it. I didn't even say. Anyway, moving on.
Pound someone like you pound them.
Anyway, You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. When it comes to that, whatever it is, when you actually jump up and like hit the ground with momentum, using the RB button, it takes the levels of skill that not everybody can actually do it. As well as like even like the dash to be able to hit somebody on contact. Like it's kind of like people will compare it. They're gonna try to compare it to a Titan when they actually go and do that shoulder charge. But it's not like that. Like I mean, with the Titan, when they do the Titan smash, everything in the vicinity is jacked up. Yeah, it's not the same. And a lot of people I think have been making comparisons, looking at the gameplay and like, oh, it's not. It really isn't. And not just that. Like I love the fundamentals of having to work with your team, as well as your actual AI. They actually talk to you. When you don't have teammates that actually are talking to you during it, the AI is telling you, oh, don't shoot me, I'm your friend, or oh, watch out for your left flank, or somebody just died to your right. And I really like that. There's a certain nudges that help me be able to keep up with the times, because what I used to remember is used to be playing with people on a system link, or playing with people like that were part of a group and we were all talking. There wasn't an option with that of being able to kind of stay in one party. And that's not how people play nowadays. Like people play with their own separate parties, all consolidated, and nobody gets to talk junk or anything. But I mean, people still do talk junk through their motivations and how they do stuff. Yeah. But either way, I actually like the gameplay. If I had to give a gameplay a rating, I'd probably get it like a 9.5 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. What would you give it as far as gameplay is concerned?
Oh yeah, one thing that's kind of new with this one is like that's very different, and it took me a while to actually get a handle on this. But the actual rec packs, cause like there's a game mode called Warzone. Man, I'm pretty sure you guys heard of it or somewhat familiar with it, so I won't talk about it, exactly what's going on. But basically with Warzone, you're in the game and the weapons and the vehicles don't spawn on the map. That took me, I was like, whoa. It was shocking to me because I was like, whoa, what is this? I'm not used to this. This as in Halo, I know. But then I kind of got used to it and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. Like it makes sense how they did it. So basically, like they have these things called like rec packs. And if you play Battlefield, they're kind of like the battle packs or whatever. You get like drops and random joints and that's how you get armor. Pretty much that's how you get everything. It's through these packs. And there's a currency that you purchase a pack. So what's in the pack is completely random. That's fine with me, but I thought it was really cool because like if you want to spawn a vehicle, you just spawn a vehicle. If you want to spawn a gun, you just spawn a gun. I don't necessarily like how quick you can use this thus said gun if you die, but hey, that's part of the game. But it took me a while to get used to. Definitely that game mode is not traditional Halo, but I like it. I've been addicted to Warzone ever since the game came out. I was like, this is pretty crazy. But then they also have the classic arena, which is like basically like classic Halo. So it has everything for everybody. And Warzone, man, it's like big team battle on crack, basically. So I mean, the game modes are definitely fun. They announced that they're gonna have different game modes in the future that's gonna come out. They said they're gonna have Forge come out. They're gonna have like Griff Ball and stuff like that. I've actually managed to mess around in the custom games, and they have like crazy looking arena maps, so that can be used for like Griff Ball or whatever. So I'm looking forward to what they're gonna do with that. Maybe they're gonna have big team battle back. I don't know. Capture the flag, good old capture the flag with like 16, 32 people. I don't know.
But what did you think as far as the score with the gameplay?
Gameplay, I freaking
1 to 10.
I like the gameplay. I give it a 10.
Okay.
I give it a 10. And I talked about this to like some of the people I've been playing online. You would like compared to some of the guns in Halo 4. And then it's just a Halo series. Some of them you don't necessarily like, or some guns you won't necessarily use. There are some guns in Halo, in previous Halos, where you would literally stay away from. Or you would be like, I'm not picking up this gun. Not for multiplayer. Maybe in single player, I might use Kneeler. Or some guys might use Kneeler in multiplayer. Like every gun in this game, I kid you not, you will find some function for that gun. Like, none of his guns are useless. And I was like, wow, this is pretty crazy. And they managed to balance out each weapon. I don't know how they did it. They did a good job. Yeah.
I was going to segue into talking about the multiplayer because that's all I play. Joe's actually done the storyline. He was going to talk about that. But Joe already talked about the multiplayer now. So I'm probably going to let Joe talk about the story now because I've not played all the way through it. I've only played the first 2 levels when we were at the premiere night. My short abridged version of the multiplayer, I enjoy it. Like, I continuously play it just like I would with other people. It's easy for me to bring people in and out. The Warzone, there's 2 different versions of the Warzone. There's one Warzone, it's the regular one with the AI. If you have another team you have to intercept and you have to go and capture certain sections of zones. And it's really cool, but then the Warzone Assault, it's just, 24 players at one time going up against each other. And it is crazy because when you get to one section and you're trying to cap it, it might be 2 floors of that section. One person could be still stuck in there and you won't capture that. And so it takes true effort. It takes true skill to be able to do it and manage it. And like Joe said, they got Arena, they got Slayer, they got even stuff that I still haven't played yet. And I've been playing the multiplayer back and forth, but it's really easy to go in and out with games. And I thought that the multiplayer experience is amazing. Like, if I had to give it a rating, I'd give it a 10 out of 10 because it's addicting. It's really fun. Only thing I thought was lacking was the fact it didn't have Forge, but Joe has said to me that Forge is coming out really soon. So of course if Forge is coming, they're gonna have Griff Ball, they're gonna have all the certain things that we had before. What'll be interesting to see if they have like a universal mode or something like that. Like, say if they have, like, you have a feature that you can go and recapture one of the maps from the old one, or recapture like the way that the characters look in the old one and have that be a specific mode, a classic mode. Because I could imagine them having like 1-on-1 or 5-on-5 or just big team battle, but it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be really cool. But I give the multiplayer a 10 out of 10. I'm gonna move this over to Joe so he can talk to y'all about the story though. What did you give the rating for the multiplayer?
I give it a 10, yo. I gave it a 10. It's fine, man. I love it.
Alright, so storyline. You played all the way through it.
I played all the way through it. I'm gonna have to play all the way through it again. Just to get everything. All the details. I got the gist of what's going on. I got the main meat of what's happening here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I got the main, So basically, what they're doing in this, where they're taking this story is basically. Can I spoil? Or no? The game's been out. I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it.
Alright, just spoiler alert. At this point, if our battery goes out or something like that, or if whatever happens, make sure you're not listening from this point. There will be spoilers involved. I think our battery will die, though. Just FYI. Alright.
Cortana's the villain. Cortana.
Oh wait, I actually don't want to know this. I'm gonna let Joe stick here by herself. I'll be back.
So basically, Cortana's the villain, you know what I'm saying? And this is where they're taking her. And she has like this interest in Chief to where she wants to basically she has a sentimental attachment to Chief. She's still attached to Chief. So there's kind of like this, it's weird, it's kind of like this love interest with Chief on some level and Blue Team. But at the same time, it's like she's trying to use these Guardians overall to basically control the universe. She wants to basically create peace throughout the universe and use AI to do it. So that's basically the gist of where they take the story. Now, how the commercials hype, or informed us of how the story is going to take place. Like, Locke is going to track Chief, and Chief is going to look like a bad guy. I don't really get that sense in this game that Chief was, like a bad guy, or Chief was on being hunted. It was almost like they wanted to bring Chief in just because they didn't want him to be misinformed, but Chief was being informed the entire time. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, overall, the story, and one thing I didn't like about the story is, I thought the story was pretty good. They lead up for, you know, continuing it, cause that's Halo 6, which is cool. I think that's a good job. One thing I didn't like about the story is the Covenant's presence. I mean, I feel like the Orbiter, his armor was dope. Orbiter was straight cool, and his clan is dope. But I didn't really feel the need for the Covenant's presence in this game. Just to be honest, I feel like they needed like a strong Covenant leader, or that's like a villain that had his hands working behind his scenes. And I feel like that's one area that they lack. But other than that, I mean, I thought it was a good story. I thought it was pretty good, pretty decent.
So what would you give it at 1 to 10? We'll close this out.
Story?
Yeah.
I'll give it 8.
Okay.
You know, it was good. I thought it was a good story. You know, could have been better. I don't know from what they were given, what they're working with. You know, Halo has been a series that's been out. I don't know if there's been a lot that's already done. I don't know too many ways they could have took it. This way, I'm not unhappy with it. But I did enjoy it. So, but I'm not like, oh my god, like ecstatic. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the best thing. Nah, so what's that? It's good. It's good. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I see where you guys are going. I think it's pretty clever. I like it. You know what I'm saying? You know, show me more. I'm interested.
Alright. So all around, me and Joe, we both enjoyed the game. I say if I had to give a rating for the whole entire game and experience that I've played, a little amount of times played with the storyline, which I'm going to play it on Heroically, the Legendary, so I can make it fill out a lot longer because everybody told me it's really short. I give the game a 9 out of 10. Like I didn't have any real problems with it. I thought it was a really solid game, and I'm going to continue to play it. Even though we're about to pick up Black Ops 3 tomorrow, I'm going to be playing that for PS4, and be twitching with that, giving y'all an open unboxing with that. So I give it a 9 out of 10. That's my final thoughts on it.
I give it a 9.
9 out of 10 unanimous? Shoot, that's good.
Yeah,
compared to Master Chief Collection.
Oh my gosh, Master Chief Collection. I put up such a bad taste in all of mine.
Yeah, shoot. But anyway, our battery's about to die, YouTube. I apologize. We gotta cut it short, but we'll be back tomorrow. Give y'all an unboxing for Black Ops 3. And hopefully that's going to be something pretty dope. I can't wait to play that storyline, actually.
For sure.
Later, everybody. JVS, we out.
Later, guys.
Out to Chief. Or Locke. Which one you like better, Locke or Chief?
Man, Chief was that on Saturday.